Aragorn never intended to go to Mordor with Frodo. What is up? My name is Belmont. I like to make Lord of the Rings content that compares the books to the movies, and I love this scene in Peter Jackson's Fellowship of the Ring, but it never happens in the books. They never speak after Boromir tries to take the ring from Frodo. But we do learn after the Council of Elrond, when Frodo was learning about who's going to be the members of the Nine of the Fellowship, the Nine Walkers, he hears that Gandalf's going to come with them, and that Elrond has chosen Gimli and Legolas. But then he sees Aragorn, and Aragorn says he's going to come with them. And he's like, Strider, you're going to come with me. I'm so excited. I thought you were going to Minas Tirith with Boromir. And he says, I am, and that the sword that was broken has been reforged for war, and that Boromir is going to join us as well. He is a valiant man. And that's exactly what happens until they reach the mines of Moria. And Gandalf, fighting the Balrog, falls into shadow, where he battles him for 10 days, all the way to the pits of Moria, to the very top of Zirak Zigil, where Durin's tomb is. In that time, though, Aragorn chooses to be the leader of the Fellowship, and he does exactly that, leading them into Lothlorien, until they reach the Falls of Rhodos, Parth Galen near Amon Hen, where he looks at Frodo and he says, now comes the time to choose, Ringbearer, for this deed falls on you and is a heavy burden. You have to choose if we go to Mordor, or if we go to Minas Tirith with Boromir. Either we cross the river into Emyn or we make our way down into the realm of Gondor. And Frodo's like, yo, this is a hard decision. I need like an hour or so to decide. And he's like, Aragorn's like, yes, Frodo, of son of Drogo, go and decide, but make it quick. And it's in that time that Boromir shows up and tries to convince Frodo to bring it to Minas Tirith. And of course, Frodo is against it. He sees Boromir's mind. He understands what he would ask of him. And this is when Boromir loses it and tries to take the One Ring. But Aragorn and him never speak after this. And Aragorn has no idea what's happened. He actually, once he finally sees that Boromir has returned and says that Frodo's missing, he tells Samwise to go and search for him. But Samwise, being smart, actually goes back to the boats because he tries to think what his friend and master would do in that time. But I do love this detail because it shows how dedicated Aragorn is not only to Frodo but this quest to save Middle-earth. And it's always one of my favorite lines where he says, I would have gone to the very fires of Mordor with you.